Hi guys, and welcome to my review of Haikyuu chapter 280, and maybe a little bit of 279. Because I didn't do it last week. If you watched my Boku no Hero Academia review, I talked about why, but basically, chapters were out late, I got busy, the entire weekend and Monday, and when I was like, Tuesday, I have time, but it was 2 days ago, so I can talk about it in this week. So let's talk about the chapters. I'm kind of glad I didn't do a review last time because it was obviously very heavily focused on the Mia twins, and while I do not dislike those characters, I'm not I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of them because I like them as antagonists. I like them as opponents for Karasuno because I think they're like perfect for Karasuno to develop and just like deal with stuff they're not good at. But focusing a full chapter on them, I'm sure some of you are probably happy about. I think some people really like them, but I don't care so much for them that I'm into dedicating a full chapter just to their characters. Like again, I did not hate last chapter because it gave us like an insight in who they are and stuff like that, but don't know what I would have talked about because. But this chapter is the first chapter actually that has made Inarazaki for me feel like a legitimate threat. Because we've had like moments before where they showed up a lot of their cards and what they can do and why they're called the challengers. They're not called the best challengers. What are they called? Top challengers. I don't know. You know what it is. I forgot completely what they were called. But I never really felt intimidated. I never really felt like, oh, Karasuno could lose this. Like I felt with both Shiro Torisawa and with Seijo. This chapter made me scared. And it probably has something to do with the fact that Shogun no Soma completely betrayed me last week, so I'm like, I have no faith in humanity anymore. But that doesn't mean that I think Karasuno will lose. I still think there's a better chance of them winning than there are of them losing. But Inarazaki were definitely, they seem threatening in this chapter. When you had the last page of what was their banner, like we don't need memories or something like that, it was like, wow, these guys are scary as fuck. Cause they are a team that's all about we don't need or we shouldn't dwell on past accomplishment, whether those accomplishments were literally best in the world or worst in the world. We should not care because what matters is what we do today. What should we do today that can grant our victory right now? That's all they care about, and that is honestly the right approach, especially to a high school team that changes every year because you get new members and you lose members. But they are very what can you say? Very focused on what is happening right now. Cause I'm not saying that Karasuno is like the kind of guys who are like, ooh, we should look forward to this, because they've had legit talks about we shouldn't think about what's gonna happen in the future. Let's focus on the match right now. But they do have that thing of other teams. Like obviously they're fighting not only to win this tournament, but fighting for a chance to face Nekoma in an official match, which has been like the dream for Karasuno throughout generations. So yeah, it was kind of scary seeing that intent from Inarazaki. And just because this was the last couple of chapters have been very focused on Inarazaki, with a few highlights of Karasuno. But Inarazaki in this chapter overtakes Karasuno, which again, it doesn't mean that Karasuno will lose. It just means that Inarazaki feels more of a threat. Because when Mia Atsumu said last time the thing about the 10 fingers versus 2 arms, I was like, ooh, this is something Nishinoya should apply. Maybe we'll get a parallel to Nishinoya next chapter, and we barely saw him in this chapter. So I'm like, wow, okay, never mind. And I'm really again with the Tanaka thing, because we talked about this in the beginning of the arc, where it was like, okay, this is gonna be Tanaka's arc. He's never had like a full arc just dedicated to him like Tsuki has, or Asahi has, or obviously Hinata or Kageyama have had. A lot of the characters have had like full arcs dedicated to like or full matches dedicated to that character. Like Chikara has had the Joshinji match and stuff like that, but Tanaka, he's been built up, then he had that one really great moment, and now we're back to seeing him struggle a lot. We see him try the Bokuto completely like angle thing that he does in, I'm gonna say season 2, because when I time stuff, it's usually to anime, because that's the most memorable. But yeah, the very Bokuto-esque thing. And I really like the comparison that the Inarazaki guy makes, that he's not gonna be able to do it because he's just a watered down Bokuto. Because Tanaka has the potential to become really, really great. But he's not there quite yet. He needs a little bit more to get there. And I think we're going to see a glimpse of it, because he is going to be the next ace. I've talked about this before. He's going to be the next ace. We're not going to see second year Hinata ace. We're not going to see a new first year come in and be the ace. Like, Tanaka is going to be the ace coming into his third year. There's no other way to do this. I think it's even been mentioned in the manga that he's going to be the next ace. So he needs to step up his game, because right now his reliability is not as strong as Asahi's. What Tanaka has going for him that Asahi doesn't quite is his mentality and the fact that he never really wavers. He's really good at like stopping himself for getting like really worried or just faltering. He has strong mentality, but he needs all skill to back it up. And I'm not saying again, Tanaka does have skill. He's so good. But he needs a little bit more. He needs a little bit more consistency and reliability when it comes to being the ace. And I think, I really do hope we're gonna see that in this match. I do hope that Tanaka is gonna be like the reason that they win. But we have a few other contesters as to what's gonna happen here, because we have so many focuses, because we still have Tsuki trying to figure out how to best battle what was his name? Sora? No, maybe. You know, the guy who does the weird I can defeat any blocker thing. What was his name? Oh my god. I don't know. For some reason I want to call him Apple, but that's just not his name. Suna, that's his name. We also have the thing with Nishinoya. He's still struggling with the underhand, the floaters that are coming from the other team. And again, as I said, when I heard the 2 arms versus 10 fingers thing, I was like, ooh, Nishinoya. Kageyama has a few times in this match been like, ooh, I feel good today. Ooh, I'm so happy that I'm here so we can face off against these strong guys. Like, it feels like Kageyama's about to do something. Also, he has had those really great moments where he encourages Nishinoya, but I feel like that may just be like that, just to give those parallels to the beginning of the series. And obviously Hinata as well. Hinata is a wild card, and he's the main character. He can always do something. So it's like Tanaka's there are so many characters that could do so many things. But I do still have faith that Tanaka will be the one to pull through in the end and secure a victory for Karasuno, because obviously it's still a team effort, but there's always the MVP. And I feel like that title should go to Tanaka in this game. But again, there's so many focuses on so many different Karasuno members, so who knows what's gonna happen. But I think I said at some point, I was like, ooh, I think this match is gonna end about November. Obviously, I was wrong. I do hope we see the end of the arc, or the match, not the arc, holy crap, the end of the match, before New Year's, but I don't know, because we are in the second half of the last set, but we know how much this series like to end stuff in a juice. although I would prefer if it didn't. But we'll see. But it does seem like we're at the climax now with Inarazaki looking so actually, like, super threatening. Because that's usually where it's like, oh, they get, like, the momentum, and then Karasuno comes back and shows what they're made of and wins. But Karasuno has played with my heart before, so we don't know what's gonna happen. But now I've talked for 10 minutes, which is like a really long Haikyuu review. It's been a long time since they've been so long, because I tried to keep them around 5 minutes, because it's like, But yeah, you can leave a like if you liked anything that I had to say. Leave in the comments below what you thought of this chapter, the previous chapter. I want to know how many of you actually cared for last chapter about the Mia twins, because I feel like it's like, if you don't like them, it's like, why was this chapter necessary? But if you do like them, it's like, ooh, extra info about some characters I really like. And what do you think about Tanaka attempting to do Bokuto's thing? Because we know he's been training it. I think he attempted it once before, but he's never been successful, I think. Or maybe like once, kind of. I don't know. Because I feel like I have a mental image of him doing it, but not like as at an angle as steep as the one Bokuto did. But you can feel free to leave your thoughts about that in the comments. And you can subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, bye!